Hey, chill out. Chill out. Chill out. We're not. Go on. Keep going. What you see? We're doing a live on the air broadcast right now, so please be advised that the camera may be running when you show up, period. Oh, well, there we go. Let's do it. So if you, whatever.
Hello.
Hey, who's this? Oh,
Hello.
oh, it's Wayne. Okay, yeah, I
It's
thought that.
Wayne, yeah.
Yeah, no, I went wide on this one because it's like I've been sitting here for about 2 hours now. Yeah, well, not,
Uh,
but
well, you wanted an ETA on my phone call. Now you got it.
here it is, right? Right. Well, well, that was one of the most fun things I did with you. That like Grand Tour of San Francisco. You were like, hey, you want to race, right? And it was sure,
That sounds like something I would say.
right? And that was actually a really big shift for me because I used to like be really slow. I just took it. I never used to be a go for the juggler type, but I gotten so beat up at that point, and like I'm like, okay, right. So I took off. You remember that race, right? We were in Fillmore, which is like one of the steepest hills in all of San Francisco, and we were by the steep part. That was when we met that
Yeah, I don't remember where the steep hills were.
yeah, it was Fillmore, and it was right about the time we met that rookie stockbroker.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Remember, right? We were like we had a little adventure. We went over to the guy's place. He had a little grow room with like mushroom, right? I was like, this is a really
Yeah,
good way
books
to
by Ann Coulter. That's what I remember. He was raving about how great she was.
really, really,
You don't
yeah.
remember that?
No, it was a perfect way to like leave San Francisco, right? It really was. Yeah, if you told me, oh yeah, just be walking
That
around
was
the
pretty
street, and
wacky.
you like end up in the dude's apartment, and he'd show you his little grow collection of mushrooms. And it turns
So
out,
we're on air, huh?
yeah, it turns out mushrooms are pretty easy to grow. In the they're no longer legal in Holland because some 17-year-old girl like jumped off a canal and killed herself. So you can't buy like mushrooms in the shops anymore. You used to just be able to walk in, but they still legal to sell grow kits. And the reason the Dutch did this, the thing was, no tourist is going to stick around for the time it takes for the kid to for the kid to grow. They take about. I did one in the 4 months I was there, and actually like I did not see the fruits of it until actually my very last night in Holland. And they're real. They absolutely do work. But Yeah, that was a really fun night. I want to talk about this IRS thing. Really, that's ballsy. That's really, really ballsy.
What are you talking about?
You're IRS impersonator.
I know. I thought that was pretty ballsy too.
I was like, yeah, I was like,
Brazen
wow.
is the word I use. He was like, yeah.
Well,
No, they call you up and they're like, is this Wayne Radinsky? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, this is so and so from the Internal Revenue Service. Are
right.
you aware there was a warrant out for your arrest? Do you have legal representation? He starts asking me all these questions about lawyers and legal representation. I don't even remember
Am I being detained?
what they were.
Wayne, Ryan. You guys might already know each other. Were you ever on DC raves, Wayne? This is now a raver room.
Ryan, what's
yeah, because I know both of you from.
I was.
Yeah, this is Hyperreal. Yeah, this is Hyperreal.
Oh, I used my Gmail, so it was Ryan Motley. Yeah, it was this.
Yeah, because Ryan and I met through DC raves.
I'm kind of doing the Wilson thing from Home Improvement because I don't have a shirt on because it's freaking hot as balls here. So hi.
All right. Okay. and thank you for doing that, because.
Yeah, you know, I mean.
Well, we finally got like our little DC heat wave, which the weather gets nice and then it rains and then the humidity just hangs here, and it's exhausting. Like my whole body's just like sore and achy, and I have not done that much.
Well, I repaved my driveway, which is 750 feet long, with a walk behind front end loader.
Yeah, how big is your property anyway? I'm curious.
2.5 acres, roughly.
Jesus, fuck, jeez, yeah.
Of course, my buddy's place is 22.5 acres.
So yeah, once you get set up and running, you never need to go to Safeway, really.
No, I've got egg.
Right, yeah.
I grow chia, so I've got my grain. I could probably survive just on the stuff on my property right now if I absolutely had to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty skinny, but you know.
Yeah. Well, when I first moved to DC area with my girlfriend Barbara, she had just a little plot, just a tiny little plot in the backyard, and we grew more than we knew what to do with.
Oh yeah.
Right. So it was really, really easy.
And I can't find my tobacco seed though, so I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to supply you this summer.
Really? Well, that's easy enough to get. Look, that's really easy enough to get.
Well, yeah, but I've got like.
Yeah, wait. You see this? You see that?
Know,
yeah, this is $50. This is $50.
Smoked and 20.
This is the equivalent of 15 cartons of cigarettes.
Oh, I see you cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, right. It's been a process. I met a woman. But I met a woman, but that came and went really, really quickly. I'm not going into details. Lovely woman, and I've been meaning to do this since January.
Is it the same one we were talking about?
Yeah, you saw what my place looked like, and every morning I got up and it's like, you got to do this today, and I put it off, and I guess this lady was a catalyst.
Yeah.
Because and from this point on, we're gonna be doing these hangouts on a much more frequent basis. Hi, Natish.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with you, but not right now. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the hangouts on a much more frequent basis. And I want to start. And for me, it's gonna be a career thing. Yeah, for me it's going to be a career thing, and Wayne and I have been doing this for a long time, as well as Andrew, and this is where you come in, Atish. Yeah, you are so out to lunch with some of this shit. These people that you worship are not to be fucking trusted. You know this, right? Deep down?
Yeah, I mean, I have a doubt with everybody that I talk to, but...
Okay. Yeah, there's some very, very dangerous people. Yeah, very, very dangerous. And it's going to be all for them and none for you and me, basically. And if they have their way, if you look at what they're doing right now, they're going to starve us out. Okay.
Who? What?
Well, our focus has been workplace automation. People call it robotics, but I prefer the term workplace automation. It's just, but robotics works just as well.
Well, I'm doing this UAV thing, and I'm going to be putting 10 pilots out of business within the year.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Fucking
Right. Yeah, and it's all going to be driven by profit, and there's no indication that they're ever going to want to. These people won't even pay a goddamn living wage.
Yeah.
Right. If you forget about what they say, look at what they do. They fight in tooth and nail. They're all about, like as Wayne says, maximizing profits. Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that when you have a responsive marketplace that actually gives a shit. But the marketplace is optimized to find the lowest price,
right.
So everybody gets fucked.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't care, it's cheaper. I'm going to buy the cheaper one.
Yeah, so we're about to see this rapid concentration of wealth. I mean, if you figure the baseline is a minimum wage worker costs $30,000 a year, and you can replace them with a machine that does the same job for $500 a year, that's money you're not spending. You get to put that in your own pocket. That's concentration of wealth on a level unparalleled in all human history. It's going to happen very. This is what Marshall Brain talks about. And if Andrew was here, he on this. Marshall Brain talked about this over a dozen years ago.
And the problem that I see with it is not so much that that's happening now, but that the society has been put in a position where you have so many people who are completely dependent on the shittiest jobs on the planet.
Right.
That should be done by a goddamn machine.
Right,
right. I don't want to be paid to clean a toilet.
Right.
You can't pay me enough to scrub a toilet.
Well, actually, my last job was at a YMCA camp, and my last paying job in the United States before I moved to Europe was in a YMCA camp cleaning toilets, and I fucking loved it. It was the easiest job in the camp.
Well, yeah, but come on, man. If you could have a self-cleaning robotic toilet, and you could be the maintenance guy for 3,000 toilets, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, how much effort does it take? Like, why am I paying a skilled person, or someone who doesn't have enough skills to do something with the full taco? The full taco and stuff some crap beef into it.
Right.
There's no reason why you don't have like an auto deli that does that for them, and they do something much more productive and important.
Well. See that's the other side of the coin. It doesn't. Once the machines get in here, there's no way humans aren't going to be able to compete on level of productivity. You drop that. It's not drop that.
You know.
But we have something in our nature is that we cannot go on a perpetual cruise, right? With the automation that's coming online, every single person on the planet could be on a perpetual goddamn vacation, and it doesn't really matter whether if we produce great works of art or not. Some will, a very small minority will.
See, this is very similar to the Venus Project, where they see automation as being this great thing that frees up the human mind and all that jazz.
Right, but most people are going to do that, right?
Right. And you fail to realize that an economy of things is going to develop on top of that. Because I'm a blacksmith. I don't have to get hired by someone else to be a blacksmith, right? I can go out and I can smelt my own iron, and I have dirt, right? I can go make some tools, and somebody who wants a really nice knife can trade with me, regardless of the rest of the economy, or minimum wage, or money, or anything. You're going to have this bigger economy that develops on top of that of stuff and designs and crap like that. With 3D printing, I can trade designs with somebody, and we create this amazing new stuff that would have never happened in a conventional economy where companies making awesome things. Because they've got the time and the budget for an awesome thing every 5 years.
Right.
I think that's where we're reaching that zero margin society.
What do you mean zero margin?
Well, you both are saying about the same thing. Where it costs nothing to produce something.
Oh yeah, it's
Right.
Elon Musk said the same thing about rockets. You know, if you melt a rocket down, you know, you've got $200,000 worth of fuel because it just takes that many pounds of it, right? But the rest of the rocket costs less than the fuel in terms of mining the stuff around and creating bits of aluminum, magnesium, you know, the little bit of gold, the copper, stuff in the chips. The fuel costs more than the rocket. What you're really paying for is the human labor to do all the designs.
Right.
And if those people didn't have to worry about a place to live,
Right.
if we weren't taxed out of our homes, if we didn't have to pay rent or whatever, then I could sit here and live for free and just worry about groceries, which I can grow in my backyard.
Which is pretty much my situation right now. I've been a guest here since Inauguration Day 2013. The owner of this house bought the house outright. There was no mortgage. She's been doing a lot of construction here. And she cannot rent the space until the work is done, right? And the work's taking longer than it's supposed to. So basically, I've been allowed to like sit here and do whatever I want. And from the outside, it doesn't look like I'm doing all that much, right? It really doesn't. But and even talking to her, I'm like, look. This has been such an opportunity for me in terms of career, and I've squandered most of my time. I really have. I was going through some major like family stuff when I got here, but I've been doing things incrementally, right? But I'm very different. Most people would have just done what I was doing, which is just wallow. But I have actually been, but yeah, I was talking to a cousin of mine. I have a long lost cousin from Germany who like I didn't even know existed, and she was like, "What do you do?" And it's like it's kind of hard to describe what I do. I can't really tell you. Right? I really can't. I really cannot because I don't fit into a lot of conventional categories. I haven't not published enough to be considered a public intellectual. I throw all my work away on Facebook. Right? I mean, it's right, and as soon as you throw something on Facebook, it's gone. It's gone into ether. Right. So I haven't built up a body of work, and I can point to and go, oh, well, here, right? And my photography is like a sideline. I mean, what we're doing right now is actually my real focus, and where I've gotten to with like the ideas of technological unemployment and basic income, it's a really simple idea. Either all human life is precious, or it isn't. And if it isn't, so be it. Sorry, but it is. But if it is, then with what we have at hand right now, yeah, we can provide for everybody. Everybody, chicken in every pot, car in every port, and you know what? Nobody has to justify their existence by working. And some will produce, most won't. And you know what? It doesn't fucking matter because the machines are doing the work. But here, because of this Puritan ethic thing we've got, right? We have a Puritan ethic here in the United States to say, and it's very much like what was going on in Germany in the 20s. Not Nazi Germany, pre-Nazi Germany. The phrase "useless eaters" did not originate with the Nazis. It actually existed during the economic crisis, during the Weimar Republic. It was like, and you hear it today with the food stamp thing. It's like, you're taking food out of my mouth. Why should I go bust my chops for 12 to 16 hours a day just to give it to you lazy shiftabouts on food stamps?
Well, now, here's the thing in America that's a little bit different. We actually incentivize the whole breeding phenomenon. So,
could not disagree with you more. Stop. I'm coming from Europe. I'm coming from Europe, where every.
Well, I'm just saying, like when you're comparing it to the U.S.,
every single parent gets €1,000 a month for their kid. No, not that much. They get about €300 a month for their kid. And you know what? Germany has a negative population growth is so no. I understand that. I've heard it, but the reality is, where they actually give money to everybody for that, the exact opposite happens. It's a bullshit argument.
I mean, that's always true. Every time societies are richer, there's always that negative population growth.
Right. Yep. I mean, it's something Ronald Reagan said, and it came up, and the right wing grabbed it. Oh, actually, Ryan, what the fuck happened to Mr. What's his name? Mr. Oh, that's right, Ed Cantor, the lame duck. Isn't he in your district?
No, he's not in my district, I don't think.
Close though, right?
Like, yeah. It's like miles away.
You're in the Sippy Happy Dancer about that, right?
Oh yeah, I'm excited. But
there you go.
What I'm speaking from in terms of the incentivization issue, I'm a disability representative. I do Social Security representation for a living, and I'm turned down.
Wait, is that your bread and butter work?
Yeah.
I never knew that. And you're
okay.
Republican?
So when you say that we don't incentivize, breeding, all right, there is a segment of the population that is nothing but benefit seeking in terms of one generation. Like I guess probably you had some economic issues, right, coming out of the Depression. You had some legitimate kids. And they wound up getting some benefits to help pay for the kids. That worked great. The problem was nothing was done on the backside to fix the economy for them. All right? We still had segregation. We still got dorked over. And so their kids had kids. And they got stuck on these benefits. And the benefits were structured in the U.S. where you can never get off of them without being destitute for several months in a row. So it's easier to pop out another kid.
No. That is my girlfriend in Germany was in disability. In order for
7 years.
In order for her to get off of it, there was going to be a transition period. And I talked to her the other day, and she's actually in school, but she's going to be eating hand and mouth during the transition period. And it seems to be built into the systems. That's through the United States. I've heard this a lot. I have heard this a lot.
The real shame is all they need is like a few overlap. Because what happens is not only do you lose the benefits, but you get kicked out of the assisted or the Section 8 housing. Okay, so you have to find a new place.
You get kicked. What you can really? Okay.
Yeah, because you lose the benefit, you're no longer eligible for Section 8 housing. The second you find a job, it's a dollar for dollar offset after the first.
Right. Yep.
And so you're toast at the end of that month. So you've got to have another place lined up. The problem is, if you go to another place, you've got to have this security deposit, first month's rent.
Right. Yep.
And that is not going to happen in your first month of being employed.
Right. No.
And so you're screwed, and so it's easier just to keep popping out kids every 7 years.
No, I get that.
Yeah, so we have this huge chunk of aid going down the tubes, not getting anybody anywhere. It's just keeping the distance. All this going on, just the whole concept of the ghetto in the South comes from this system.
Well, I think Southern ghettos, American Southern ghettos, a little further than that, but
it's the fun that's keeping the motion down.
Do you recognize this? I found this. This is a throwaway item on the when people move in D.C., they throw shit away. And this is like a very huge rubber band. I'm trying to figure out what it's. Well, there is a place where it's connected. I just found it. I just picked it up because it was looks so unusual. Yeah, it's put together. It doesn't look like it's for a bicycle, so I can't figure out what this is. It's like a really big rubber band. Oh, Natish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Washington D.C. housing bubble.
Sure.
Yeah. It is about to pop, I'm absolutely going to convince it's going to pop. It's going to pop sooner than later, and which means there's probably going to be a lot of buying opportunities for you. Are you licensed for DC?
I could refer a lot of stuff out there. I mean, I know people out in DC that do that. So, I mean, and I have certain buyers that would be really interested.
Yeah, this is pretty much the top of the market right now. I would I would avoid this place like the plague. Check this out. This has always been a transition town, right? Always. Yeah, that's a little thing I want to show you in a second. People come to DC for the career. They come here for 2 years. They get their ticket punch. It says something to put on the resume. I think it's like I did a 2-year tour, and then they go back to wherever. Now, when they leave, a lot of people cast off the dead weight. There's a lot of free boxes. I see this all the time when I go out with the dogs. I picked up some really nice stuff. I found a freaking flight suit. Like an honest to God U.S. Air Force, like Top Gun flight suit. I have like, okay, fine. I wore it. For me, it was a Halloween. It was perfect time. I got to wear it for Halloween. What's going to happen here is pretty much every kid under the age of 35. I'm 50. I'm allowed to call them kids. Everybody from 35 below is carrying a debt load of a minimum of 25K or more, and as they get younger, the number actually goes up higher. So if you're like 25, you're more likely carrying a 100K debt load. And the rent's insane. This place right here is going to go for about yeah, she could probably ask for like 3K for this, and she'll get it. Provided
you know what my house payment is?
What? There is no house payment here. There is no.
No. Can you guess what my house payment is?
You next to nothing. Yeah, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. I don't even want to fuck you. All right.
I mean, seriously, 2.5 acres, 5,000 square feet. I have 20 chickens.
Let me get to my point.
I could have 3 of those.
All right.
Jesus.
Right.
Don't live in DC, man.
Well, this is very like I actually got a major signal that the bubble is about to pop. In my mind, and it's not just because I'm just coming from Holland, because I actually flew into here from Amsterdam on Inauguration Day last year. It's not because of that. But this is a real estate bubble, much like the Dutch saw about 500 years ago when I went through that little tulip thing of theirs. The number one signal that the bubble's about to pop is literally like 150 yards from my front door. An Amsterdam falafel shop just opened up. I saw that. I was like, yep, we're getting really, really, really close now. Very, very close. And the point I'm getting to is these poor kids that are carrying this debt load, there's going to come a point very soon where they can't make the interest payments on their student loans. Not the principal, just the interest payments on their student loans and the rent at the same time.
And you can't really declare bankruptcy on student debt, right?
Right. And the day that happens, they're all going to tuck tail. You're going to hear a sucking sound. Like Wayne and I saw this in Palo Alto. Right, yeah, and actually you were in Fremont at the time, right, Wayne?
I was living in Fremont, yeah.
Right. I mean, the nice thing about the bubble popping was all of a sudden the roads cleared up. My morning commute went from like to like free sailing. It was like that episode of Star Trek where that woman like was like just look at all the space because she lived in a very crowded planet and she got to tell it. Yeah, things freed up. For a scavenger, yeah, this is going to be a major scavenger hunt. I found this. I was out walking the dog. I was coming back from the dog park the other night. I found this. This was in a free box on the street. It's got all the pieces. I'm so happy about this. This is like a major. Yeah, I'm using this as a prop.
Congrats.
Right. I'm like so happy about this. But when the bubble pops, it's going to be all high def TVs. Yeah, there's going to be some very choice items, especially in this neighborhood. Because these poor kids are going to just blow out of here. And I'm predicting it's going to happen sometime within 2 to 3 months after the next Congress gets sworn in. Which is why I don't want to talk about 2016, Nitish.
I see.
Right. I'm in DC, okay? Talking about 2016 right now is kind of like, no, please don't. Right? Because, I actually followed Obama's campaign from February 2007. That was like the longest day of my life. I'm not going through what I went through between 2007 and from February 2007 to November 2008. I don't ever want to go through that ever again. Okay, no. Right. So I'm just turning off any talk of 2016 until then. You do get this, right? That's clear. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Blink twice for yes. You know where that comes from, right? 24, the TV show.
Oh yeah.
Jack Bowers. Is that clear? Do you understand? Or did you just got like a gun to that's it? It's like blink twice for yes. So how is the real estate gig going for you?
Talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Who else has got the real estate license here?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I mean, out here, California is it's a totally different market because I mean, you got way too many buyers, a very limited number of properties, and a ton of investors. So.
Huh? Yeah, that okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's on fire here. I mean, there's investors that want to put offers on properties that they can't get into. I mean, $2 million, $3 million homes. I mean,
but are they really $2 million, $3 million homes? Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these are investment properties that are worth probably 30–40% more than they want to buy them for. So, I mean, these are a lot of them are fixers or rehab type of.
Are you focused on LA or San Francisco?
My focus right now is mostly on LA. I'm starting to expand out to the Bay Area. So I got a couple of clients out there.
Yeah, the LA market is significantly different, though, isn't it? I mean, you're talking real properties there. They're not like hype. Yeah, San Francisco properties are hyperinflated.
Yeah, and that's really because of the tech boom out there, and you got way too many people coming in with a lot of cash. In LA, it's a lot more investment and stable income people.
Okay, yeah, no, I just wanted to get a read on that. What about Florida?
Florida right now is a great time because I think in all of America I've seen Florida is growing, but at the same time there's a lot of affordable properties. So I mean, if you're an investor, it's a good time to get in.
Well, this is actually for a friend, and I want to continue this conversation outside of the hangout. I have a group of friends, 3 people. They're not looking to spend more than $200K. But we can have that conversation, and if that's too small for you, that's fine. But we can continue that conversation outside of here.
Sure. But yeah, if you're spending $200K, Florida is definitely the place to do
it. And also because this gig could end at like any minute. It won't. I'll definitely have enough advance notice.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I bought a property for like $80,000. You spent like $20,000.
Part of me really wants to stay in DC. Part of me really wants to stay in DC because there's nowhere else I can actually do basic income. Right? Right. The money's nowhere else. It's not in Wall Street. It's not in Silicon Valley. It's right here.
That's true.
Right. But I've got a short list of places to go. Wayne knows this. We've been talking about me finding a place in Colorado where for like a third of what this place goes for, I can get property. And also with my main thing is I want to go to a place where weed is freaking legal. Okay, I'm 50. I've been smoking pot since I was 15. I'm tired of looking over my shoulder. Yeah, I'm just tired of looking over my shoulder over this. All right, so. And yeah, property's cheap. So I'm also looking at places that are very close. Florida may get very close to legalization.
I mean, Florida, even though it's illegal, I mean, I see everybody smoking weed and
Right,
nobody turns their eye
right.
to it.
It becomes very different. I'm coming. I've been going back and forth between Holland and the United States since 1964.
Wow.
So I know what it's like to be in a legal environment, and I could actually pick up and go back there. But and I would really like to. Yeah, I'd like to spend another extended tour there. But things are easier for me in the States. For one, my medical. Yeah. I can just walk into any VA hospital in the country and be seen within a minute. I can't do that in Europe. But that really won't become an issue for another 15 years. So I may do another 5 years back there. Yeah, I don't expect my health to start to significantly go for another 15 years. But when it goes, I'm definitely gonna have to be near a hospital where I can just walk in. So I've got a short list in case my situation here changes. There is a ballot initiative to make growing and possessing marijuana, not sales like Colorado, growing and possessing here in DC legal. They've got about a month to collect the signatures. I'll know in July, because if they get the signatures, if it's on the ballot, it's a done deal. All right, it will pass. It will pass, and as of January 1st, any adult here can grow 6 plants. So I may actually make an offer on this place. So yeah, I've got a couple balls there, and yeah, but Ryan, yeah, I like your offer better, but Norfolk's like that far away from here. How long would it take to fly from Norfolk to here?
You'd spend more time in the pattern than it takes to actually fly.
I'm talking to Cessa. I'm talking to Jet. I'm talking my own Cessa.
Well, I'm actually in Hampton, so you'd leave from Newport News.
Okay.
120 miles an hour. After you hop into the pattern, probably 5 minutes to an hour.
Okay, good.
No, wait a minute. Yeah, thereabouts, I guess.
I can land at Fort Meade. I can land in Annapolis. So I'm looking at Annapolis to get my license. Not Annapolis. No. It's actually in between here and DC. It's about a 30-minute ride. There's actually a flight school like in between Annapolis and here.
And there's a flight school down here that's probably half price. But
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Because in order to do the work I want to do, I need to maintain a DC presence. There's no way around it. But politically, like Virginia's like really, and you're a fucking Republican. I can't even believe I'm talking to you, right?
I'm not a Republican. I'm the vice chairman of the Peninsula Young Republicans, but I am not a Republican.
How do you swing that? I just not
Well, I'm registered as one, but I'm the chairman of vices, man.
So you're a libertarian that just wants to smoke weed. Okay, gotcha.
Actually, I don't want to smoke weed.
Really?
Auditory hallucinations. Yikes.
You really get those? Yikes. I got those once on shrooms. Very unpleasant. Yeah, that's something I wouldn't get. If that's what you get, then no. So that was just a very strong batch of shrooms. So yeah, Wayne, let's hear more about this IRS guy. Tell us about it.
I think I told you the whole story.
Yeah,
They say he had an Indian accent.
right. Well, geez, that's stupid.
And so I right away thought the call was from India. And there was a lag on the line too, which is another thing that was from India. So if they had not had the lag and they had a person speaking with a perfect American accent, it would have been way more scary. Because they were telling us like in a restaurant.
Yeah, no.
I would have freaked out.
Somebody called me up with something like that. I actually, as soon as I read that, I played the scene from Pulp Fiction. Where they talk about like robbing a bank with a phone.
No, I don't
You can do a lot of amazing things over the phone. You can do a lot of amazing things over the phone. That one sounds new though.
Yeah, apparently it's new and it's huge. You know, they're like calling tens of thousands of people all over.
Well, yeah, you can't really get away with that in the States.
Apparently, it's mostly immigrants that fall for it.
Yeah. Right.
Immigrants are always the problem. Damn it, we should just close the border.
Well, no. Immigrants are not very likely to go to the cops.
I'm kidding.
Right, which is why they target them. Right, that makes.
And they're more likely to believe it.
Right, and more likely to believe it too.
I mean, imagine yourself in a foreign country. You get a call from the government, someone purporting to be the government, and then they know a bunch of stuff about you.
Yeah.
But for me,
right,
it didn't really scare me because, like, I thought right away something was fishy because, you know, it sounded like the calls from India. And I was like, wait a minute, did the IRS outsource their call center functions to India? Like,
right.
You know, which is possible because government agents do that in this country. So you never know.
Well, I'm thinking every time somebody calls in a bomb scare, they end up getting busted.
Yeah, maybe they should call those from India.
Right. No. I'm thinking the surveillance has been that tight for so long. You can do a lot of shit. You talk a lot of illegal shit on the phone, and people do every day, right? But basically, the only things they really clamp down on are the bomb scares, right? If I called XYZ, and yeah, I'm pretty much even if I use a payphone.
Well, you saw that swatting video I posted a few days ago, right? I guess not. Swatting. It's where you send in a SWAT team on somebody you don't want.
Right. Yeah. People
You call the police and say,
right.
You know, I'm at such and such address. You know, I have a bomb, hostages, blah blah blah. So they send in the SWAT team to that address, but you're not there. You tell them somewhere else.
Well, that's a little different than what I'm talking about. They're calling the local police departments, and.
Yeah, you have a point. This is the IRS.
Yeah. No. Well. The reason why swatting works is because everything's very hair trigger. I got assaulted like 2 blocks away. One night I was out walking the dogs, and dude said something inappropriate to the dogs. I was like, please don't do that with the doggy. They're dogs. Leave them alone. And it's like 2, 3 in the morning. Clubs were all closing, and instead of going, oh, okay, dude, fine, I won't bother your dogs, you decided to like hit me, right? And I was like, and this was actually the second time I had been hit, like right in pretty much that spot. The first time I got hurt very, very badly, and had this guy like hit me in the shoulder, I would have let it go, but like he tapped me in the face. It was not that hard a hit, and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of being fucked with. So I got on my phone. I called 911. The cops were there in 90 seconds, and within 2 minutes he was in cuffs. It was nice. Boom. I was like, yeah. Response time is very, very quick. They're very hair trigger. So that's why swatting works. Right, a bomb scare, they have a little bit more time to like figure out where the call came from, and you don't really hear about the arrest until a day or 2 later. right. It's like so and so called in a bomb scare, and we got them, right? And even if they went through all our security protocols, like calling from a payphone, like way out of nowhere, they still find the guy, right?
Good luck finding a payphone these days.
Right. Well, voice print. If the NSA is like gathering all this, our voices have a unique fingerprint. That's why Bin Laden never used it. That's why Bin Laden never touched a phone.
Oh, well, I thought he stopped using his mobile phone because he discovered it was being tracked.
No, he stopped using it because they could triangulate his position. They could get a really clear idea.
Exactly. Yeah, they could tell where it was.
Right. So he was like OPSEC. He never touched a phone.
I practiced.
Yeah, he didn't touch a mobile phone after 2001.
No, not at all. And the reason why like groups like Al Qaeda actually use old school like cassette tapes, there's no tracking technology embedded in the tape. That's the last, right? You hear about these couriers relaying messages, and they're using like old school cassette tapes. Yeah, there's no tracking. They can't figure out where it came from. Anything after that era, your CDs, your cameras, right? You can certainly track this, right?
Yeah.
Right down to the millimeter, right? Pretty much. Where it was bought. Yeah, I mean, I went through a thing the other night. This person was like, "I don't know where you were." I was like, "Well, if somebody were to like take this, I can pretty much account for my whereabouts at any given moment, right? Because I carry this everywhere, and you can pretty much triangulate everything I do to figure out what I was doing. Any little gaps, yeah."
There's always the EXIF data with the GPS and the time.
Yeah. And it's all there. And I take the opposite view. That protects me. Somebody makes a bizarre accusation. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I have physical, tangible proof. Yeah. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Right? Yeah, I've had a very busy week. Almost had a girlfriend. The first one in years, and then I went. We're talking cratering. Yeah, like how bad did things crater with you and Stella?
I dumped her because she.
All right.
Yeah. Is this going to be on the web somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah. We decided to amicably end our relationship on amicable terms.
Right. Say no more. Yeah, say no more.
It was a unilateral, bilateral. Yeah.
No, I do for shit like that. I talk in very general terms. I mean, somebody could figure this out, but it's not going to reflect.
So this is on the record.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. From here on in,
it's going to be.
From here on in.
Oh, so we're actually on the
text,
record. Yeah, I dumped her because she's actually a dude. Ha 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 ha.
Well, there's a line. Wait. Did any of you guys see Babylon? The Danny Boyle show?
No, I haven't seen it.
I didn't.
Yeah. It's yeah. Actually, let me see if I can get the trailer up. It's how do I explain? Actually, let me read the wiki and then I can explain it because it was on like months ago. The main character is all about transparency, and shit goes down in a really big way, really big way in the show. And she says, "Look, transparency is my flag. I'm not going to ditch my flag in a moment of crisis." I've been talking about transparency, right? Like, yeah, the actress, like, is like my future ex-wife. Oh my God, this thing was so good. Oh, yeah, you guys have got to see this. Yeah, the actress's name is Britt Marling, and she's Georgetown. And yeah, Danny Boyle's the guy that did Slumdog Millionaire. And yeah, let me try to get a decent description of this. You guys have got to see this. You will. Good Lord, yeah, no, this is like one of the best things on TV outside of Silicon Valley. Yeah, wait. Yeah, have any of y'all seen Silicon Valley?
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, I figured you would, right? Yeah, I figured you would, Tisha. It's kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb to ask you. Oh my God, the finale was something else, was it not?
I actually haven't seen the finale yet.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. I won't say anything. Okay, you've got to see this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was in New York last week, so I haven't got a chance to catch up on it.
What? Yeah, like how did you not see the finale?
Yeah, I've been busy the last week. I was at the conference in New York all of last week, so.
So yeah, it's yes, comedy. Yeah, it's a police procedural. And and alternates between two separate groups: the Bobbies and the incidents, and the public relations department. And the main character is a public relations manager, who's played by Britt Marling. And yeah, shit really hits the fan at a certain point in the show, and the usual response is like to cover up, right? It's like we don't want to make this public. And she's like, no, transparency is my flag. Transparency is the flag, and I've got the clip. I don't know if I can play it because I did not put it on. I actually put it on YouTube, and I'm just gonna put the link in, so you guys can watch it. Now I can't spell transparency, really? Okay. I put it on Daily Motion. Daily Motion will not ding me with Digital Millennium Copyright Act violations. Here it is. I found it. So I'm going to put this in chat.
Yeah, I want to go check it out.
Oh, you've got to see this. It starts with actors doing a presentation at TED. That's where it starts. So let me find the chat. There we go. I'm gonna play it here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go to screen share. So let me go to screen share and let me do it this way. I will probably get a slap on the wrist from Google doing this, but it's worth it. Right? No. They would probably go, oh, wait, no. All right, so yeah, there's screen share. So let me do it this way. Let me just back this up. All right, yeah, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, so, all right.
Can you hear that? That's my heartbeat. They say that TED Talks are the most important 18 minutes of your life. So, I'm nervous. And I shouldn't tell you that. But if I didn't, you'd figure it out anyway. So in some ways, telling you removes a bit of that invisible barrier between us. I feel more relaxed, so do you. It's honest, it's transparent, and it's good to go. Front page.
Yeah. Doesn't look real, eh?
Yeah, well, transparency. I actually believe in it. That's my flag. You don't set fire to your flag at the first sign of trouble.
Yeah.
You could have figured it. I could have got you the busy week today. Then it trickles out. And you're fucked tomorrow. Trust. This is a new game, and we are playing for keeps. A 24/7 world requires 360 degrees of communication. So you have to ask yourself, are you North or South Korea? The most informationally defended nation in the world, or the most networked? Personally, I'm eating my kimchi in Central Seoul.
Yeah, guys, you got to see this. Seriously, yeah, this is. Yeah, Natish.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to see this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Yeah, the thing's really, 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 really good, and I really want her to be my future ex-wife. Oh my God. Yeah, no, she's a phenomenal actress. She's
Well, knowing you, she'd probably be your future widow.
right, yeah. Well, so far not. So far not.
Can you
But,
be?
yeah, she's Georgetown, and she was headed for some sort of corporate career, and she started doing acting instead. Started with like little bit pieces, and she's already got a really. I don't think she's even 30 yet. She's got a really nice body of work.
A really nice body.
Body of work. Body of work. No, body of work.
Sorry, I'm getting stuck on body. It's a parser.
Right, yeah. Well, like yeah. Well, the lady I was with is closer to my age than a little like young running around here, and she's got the body of like Christ, a 19-year-old. Doesn't go to the gym.
She's got the body of a 19-year-old Christ.
Yeah, and I dated a 19-year-old many years ago, many years ago, not recently.
Let's hope not. That would be almost illegal.
No, it would not.
Almost.
No, yeah, an adult's an adult, and that's the real problem I have with American culture. Yeah, there's no dialogue between. We're so youth and age obsessed in this country that there's no real dialogue between anybody in their 40s can't really talk to anybody in their 30s, never mind their 20s. There's like this barrier.
Well, I mean, when I was growing up, my best friends were all over 65.
Right. Today, their neighborhood, yeah, they'd be under investigation.
Oh, well, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I flew model airplanes and shit, and the only guys that were into it were guys my age,
Right.
or guys my granddad's age.
Right.
So who the hell am I going to hang out with?
Right. What else would you need? Right.
20 years in the hobby.
Yeah, and it just reminds me of like 1980. This started in the late 1990s. This shift, and a lot of people don't remember this. If you look at 1984, a lot of the emphasis in the book is on sex crime, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason why Orwell picked that, because that whole process is such an intrinsic part of who we are. That's core. That's a core thing. If you can get people at their core, that's power. That's power. That's absolute power. And the Catholic Church knows this. They're the ones that turn sex into a dirty, naughty act, right? I mean, literally, the Sex Act is the only thing so far. Yeah, the lab hasn't quite done this yet. We're getting close, but the only thing that can actually generate life is the Sex Act. And if you can make people feel ashamed about that, boom, that's power. So is getting high. The most natural thing in the world is to want to like do a little drinking, do a little smoking, right? But look at all the shit that goes on. Forget marijuana. Look at all the shit that goes on around tobacco smoking.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't smoke ever.
What, tobacco?
Anything.
You're talking about tobacco seeds.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, I've seen you with the lips. You're dangling.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Right? Guys, speak amongst yourselves. I gotta go handle my business in that little wee room. Come on, Paco.
And everyone else was silent.
Yeah. Well,
Is he a
Nick
Republican
was
in the
doing
room?
most of the
Tell your
talking.
papers, basically.
So yeah, Ryan.
Twice. Mondays.
Yeah, I'd still like you to come up here, but there's been a change of plan. What's
No,
what's
I'm not
the
wearing the dress this time.
Yeah, no. Your dog's name is Max, right? I said bring the dog.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I ran it by Danielle, and she was. I was like, really? I was really surprised she did this, but yeah,
Well, it was kind of debatable on my end,
anyhow.
anyhow. Max doesn't really get along with other dogs, but he loves other Dobermans, so I was alone.
Right, but I figured it was just gonna be a passing comment, but she just kind of like,
Yeah.
right.
I mean, if it was wintertime,
Right.
like autumn when it was nice and cool, I'd bring him up and he could easily
Yeah,
sleep in the
actually,
car.
yeah, this is not a good time for doggies. Yeah, because as soon as you get past a certain point here, they won't go out, and they live to go out. That's the center of their existence is having that door open and like getting out on the street. And it could be the nicest weather, but once the humidity levels get to a certain point, they're like, no, I ain't doing it. But yeah, I like to see you up here in the next couple of weeks. If you can swing it. Can you actually like tag along on a Cessna?
What do you mean, like help pay for it?
Well, what happens in small airports is instead of going to like the airport, you can hitch a ride on a Cessna. This happens all the time. It's one of the best kept secrets. I've never taken advantage of it, but it's the thing. It's like yeah, I just want to do short hop between point A and point B, and basically you pay for your gas because the flight's going anyways. It's sort of like right. It's sort of like
the fuel consumption doesn't go up considerably with mass.
Right.
I've heard people do that with when they fly empty legged in private jet.
Right, because the plane's gonna. Well, it's the same thing with text messages. Text message traffic basically piggybacks on traffic that's already going out. Which is why these are a bunch of scumfucks, because they're charging a dime a message.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Right, for traffic that's already going out anyway.
They have all this internet texting apps.
Right. Well, you're talking several like trillion text messages a year. Right. They actually dial that down. Okay. Nobody but an idiot pays a dime a message anymore. But they used to, and they were making money hand over fist. Yeah, owning a telecom is a license to like not only like print money but steal it.
Yeah.
Legal highway robbery.
You know what really pisses me off is I got a GMRS license. You know these guys?
Right.
Okay. So I can talk on high power and no problem. Yada, yada. Paid $80 for my license so I can talk on all the frequencies in that band.
That's nothing.
Which is great. So I'm going to be able to get my planes with that, but only while the second I'm actually on the mission for a client, I can't use that. I have to use a business band radio.
Wait, what? You're right. Yeah. Okay. Where's it going to cost what?
Yeah,
right. Right. Right.
And I'm going to be using it over the course of like hundreds to thousands.
Right. So yeah. So you can't do that. How far along are you with the crop dusting project?
With the what?
The crop dusting project.
Oh, it's not crop dusting.
Oh no, right. It's just imagery, right?
Yeah, fisheries.
Right for the fisheries. Yeah. How far along are you?
I've selected my airfoils. I'm cutting ribs. Just got a little set behind because I had to do this road repair, and I'm sore now, so fuck it. But yeah, I'm basically cleaning up my kitchen tomorrow and laying everything out on the kitchen table. I'm lucky enough to have one of those tables that pulls out to a full dining room size. So I can put my cutting. I've got a foam build that I lay down, and I can cut all the ribs out, stack them up, glue them together, done. So in a week I'll have a powder test, and maybe 2 weeks I'll be done. I've got to finish up. I've got my power system. I just have to solder a few more connections.
What, you still use a soldering iron, really?
Yeah.
I have not handled one of those in at least 30 years. Jesus.
I've got one right here.
Yeah.
My desk is just. That's all right. Yeah. I've even got seaming pliers for.
Yeah, slow down with that tool. I want to see it. You're moving too fast with the camera. Jeez. Whoa. Okay. No, that's a serious piece of equipment. Yep.
They're seaming pliers for sheet metal. So, like, let's say you want to put a fold, just to fold up an edge on a piece of sheet metal. You can do it by hand. Just follow the line along.
And give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what I did with my wallet, which is kind of stupid. Actually, no, I'm looking for the bag I put my wallet in, which is not as stupid. Right. It should be right where I put it. And it's not, oh no. No, I went on a beer run. No, I just saw it's after midnight, and I'm expecting to get paid. Thank you. Yeah, I've got all the paperwork in my wallet, so. Always nice to have the ka-ching, right?
Ka-ching.
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 Cash in hand. How's that?
Wait. I don't normally eject brass from my firearms. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I want to go shopping in the morning.
For a gun?
No, not for a gun. Just shopping.
Oh.
Right.
Sorry.
No, I was expecting to get paid, and
Sorry, I thought you were talking about ka-ching being the sound like a semi-automatic makes, but that's mine. No slide. No ejecting grass.
Huh.
That was all you, Ryan.
Really? I was just confused.
Okay. It's actually less. Yeah, fuck the other. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call him.
What?
Yeah, no. I was expecting a different dollar amount.
Oh.
Yeah, not a biggie. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, I know exactly what it is. It's fine. So the new 4K cameras are about to hit the market. Did you know this?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4Ks. Sony just released the A7. I haven't really looked at it. So this is gonna be first gen. You want to wait for like about a year, but everything is gonna shift over to 4K within the next 3 years.
Oh my God. Porn is going to go down in quality so much.
Porn sucks as it is.
I know. It seemed to be
I
worse.
don't see how it can go down any further. No, I look at what's out there in porn. It's depressing. It's really depressing. It's like, yeah, if somebody could actually get good sex on camera, but the porn that's out there sucks. Oh my God, it's awful. Pretty much the last thing I want to do when I'm fucking girl, get off. Right? But the entire focus of porn is about getting off. And nowhere in porn is the emphasis ever on a female getting off. And females get off much harder than we boys do. And once we boys get off, that's it. Game's over. This makes no sense to me. The guy that figures this out is going to make $1 trillion fucking dollars. Natish, you taking notes?
What makes no sense?
What? Yeah, Natish split actually. So,
Yeah, he bailed.
okay. Yeah. Didn't notice it. And this is actually I wanted to talk to him because he probably knows the right people to talk to you about this. Yeah, porn's a fucking disgrace. The state of porn right now for the last pretty much since the web started sucks. Yeah, you're talking about
what was the mystery there? What was the question?
Well, like Ryan started talking about porn, and this is actually like a pet peeve of mine, and Natish is traveling the right circles for this kind of conversation. He knows people that would like get what I'm talking about. Who else have the resources to implement it? Yeah, the state of porn. Yeah, porn is all stuck in the web. It's it's completely male centric. Yeah. There's like no real appeal to females. I mean, there are women that like porn, but they're kind of like the porn that exists today, but they're kind of outliers. But yeah, half the population is underserved.
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret.
Okay.
Porn for women is porn that you read.
Right. Yeah, I already know that. Yeah. I already know that. But there's got to be a way to get what's on paper, right? Especially with 4K cameras coming along. But you're absolutely right.
I mean, you can see how well the 50 Shades movie did.
The movie has not been released yet. The movie hasn't even been produced yet. They're still producing the movie. But
no, it only takes 2 seconds to look it up on IMDb.
Yeah, a year and a half ago, when I was in Holland, I walked into their version of CVS, right, or Rite Aid or Walgreens, and right at the point of purchase, by the cash register, they had a Dutch copy of 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, the store where I get my groceries, they have shelves full of romance novels.
Yeah, where I pick up my prescriptions and stuff, they have like Christian bullcrap novels and Bibles and stuff, and gun magazines. I'm like, really? Really?
They don't have a section with romance novels, like a whole wall of them.
Oh, no.
They do every grocery store has them.
Right. And check this out. Do you know what the biggest sex organ is? Besides the female clitoris.
Yeah, I know you're going to say the brain. Okay.
No, actually, it's the skin by mass and surface area.
No. The largest physical sex organ is the female clitoris, even though there's only like a little pinpoint. But the largest sex organ is a fucking brain.
Especially for women.
Right. Well, for men too.
Yeah, that's why I get all the
50 Shades of Grey is in post-production.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah, principal photography has been done. That's going to be out very shortly.
They're done with filming, but they don't have a release date.
But I've never gotten that whole scene, man. And I worked it
actually,
all.
they do. 50, wait a minute.
No, me personally.
2015.
Okay, yeah.
They do have a release date. I was wrong.
For Valentine's
February
Day.
13th, 2015.
Looks like it's time for little Nicky to get back in the dating game. Jesus, the only problem is that whole S&M thing is not my fucking thing. It never has been. And I worked at Alt. I worked at alt.com. I worked at
I'm a blacksmith.
You would do very well.
I can teach you my ways.
You would do very, 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 very well. Yeah, let me pull up the basement scene from Pulp Fiction. So you guys watching World Cup?
No.
The World Cup is like 5 billion people outside the United States.
It's a protective device for the globe in case of impact.
No, soccer, you fool.
I always wore one when I played soccer.
Yeah,
That was
well,
bad.
The World Cup? What?
I got to see Pele.
As a groaner.
Pele when I
The
was.
cup always overfloweth.
Yeah.
I can keep going, but this is going to go
Yeah,
on.
let's not, actually.
We're on air, you know.
Are we? How many viewers do we have?
Oh no! This is gonna go down in your permanent fucking record.
Yeah, it's not the number of viewers now that matters.
Oh, okay. How popular is your not YouTube channel?
I've got like hundreds of videos between all my channels, and I've got nowhere. I kind of got in the game a little late.
Channel Marvel has 1.4 billion.
I'm a little too old for the whole.
For comparison.
And I've got bigger fish to fry than going viral. No, I literally have bigger fish to fry in my life than going viral. And the fact that like I got crash landed here in DC, I don't care what the circumstances are, but like it's like, yeah, all your life's been building up to this one moment. This is pretty much the only place on earth I can do what I'm set out to do. Andrew's like, oh, you're gonna run for president in 2016? I'm like, no, you must be on drugs. Okay, the furthest I wanted to get was that shadow Senate seat, and it's another 4 years. It's another 4 years before I have another bite at that apple. The seat I floated my ballot petition for comes up on a 2-year cycle and a 4-year cycle. Because there's two. We actually have two shadow Senate, and so the next election is for the other seat, and it's 4 years from this November. So in order for me to run for that seat, I would need to like tread water for another 4 years. Now, if that seat was the one that was up, I would only have to wait 2 years to go back at it. I really wanted that seat though. Fucking dude won by less than 36,000 votes. I was right. I was fucking right. If I had got my name on the ballot, I would have known by January 4th or 5th. My name was actually, if I had, no, I wouldn't know. I would have known by the 15th of January. That would have given me 75 days of campaign. I could have knocked on every fucking door in Southeast Washington. I could have gone to every church. I could have won. I could have done this with no money. And right now I would.
Well, the guy that beat Eric Cantor spent something like what, $2,000?
Right. Well, that guy ran aground. That guy ran the exact campaign I wanted to run here. But I was just not ready to do that. But the guy that beat Cantor ran the exact same campaign. And D.C. is one of the few places on Earth where you can do that. It's very small. It's a diamond. It's 10 square miles. All I would have had to done to win that was to talk to 35,000 people in 75 days. I'm very gregarious. I walk out my door, like I can't get down the block without like talking to 15 people. I totally could have fucking done this. And now I got to wait another 4 years before the seat comes back up. The other seat. But yeah, it would have been great. Nick Lebretz is op-ed, New York Times. Nick Lebretz is senator. Shadow senator from D.C.
So are you going to go for that one?
There's no responsibilities. I don't forget this. There's no pay. There's zero pay. Okay, you can't speak from the House floor. You can't present any bills. You can sit there. It's like the ultimate Mean Girls. Mean Girls. It's the ultimate Mean Girls. It is the ultimate back of the bus political position. Oh my God. I am so perfect for the fucking job. I'm the guy, right? Right? I am Mr. Back of the fucking bus. But I could have used that as a platform for everything else, right? So maybe I need another 4 years, but you know what? I'm getting older. I'm getting tired, and the humidity here sucks. I do a lot of Epsom salt baths now. And I'm starting to slow. And I'm starting to slow down. I was coming from. Do you know Eric Mag? Ryan, you probably know Mag, right?
Who?
Eric Mag from DC Raves.
Sounds familiar.
And you probably know him from Raver G. He's a friend of mine. He lives out the block, and there's a hill from his place to here. And I was coming back. Last Saturday night I'm coming back from his place. Coming down the hill, and I rode my brakes all the way down the hill. 10 years ago, I would have taken that hill at a high rate of fucking speed, even in the rain. Now I'm like Mr. Caution. I don't like what's happening to me. I hate fucking getting old.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks big time. Holy shit, does it suck. Okay, and I've got free medical. I mean, even if I did fuck myself up, right, like hit a pebble, and right, I'm thinking of getting a fucking scooter because it's just too much work. Yeah, that's the reason I want to get a scooter. Is because with the work I do, I'm doing photography, right? And even though DC is like this 10-mile diamond, it's still a sprawl. Like there are certain places in the city. Well, let me give you an example. I did a press conference a week ago Monday, right outside the Hart Senate building. And the person I was going with wanted to take the red line. I was like, no, let's take the bus because the bus will practically drop us to the door. They wanted to take the metro, so we had to walk to the metro. And I haul Yeah, this is in my go bag. But when my go bag's full, it's full, and it's got all my gear in it, and it's got about 10 to 50 pounds of gear. I cannot function without it. I can't do plus a tripod, right? So and while I'm in transit, that's just dead weight. The way they did it was we had to walk to the metro, and then walk to the spot, and I was like, fuck it. I spent $5 on the cab just so I wouldn't have to walk because it's sprawl. With a scooter, not a bicycle, with a scooter, I could have just rolled up, boom, and parked out in front, no tickets, boom, I'm right there. And 10 years ago, I could have done this on a bicycle, and gotten there not feeling winded. Yeah, if I had walked from Union Station to where the press conference was, yeah, I would not have been able to like function, right? Because I'd have to unwind first. This sucks. This really, really sucks. And I'm trying to decide between a Vespa and like the knockoffs. And the
So what's a
knockoff,
knockoff?
well, the main knockoff is a company called Buddy. They've got the same retro look, and basically everything under the hood's the same. Or the Honda.
Or you can go with one of the Chinese knockoffs, and they're like $300.
No, they run hot. They run hot. The Chinese knockoffs run hot, and they're hard to get parts for. I
So
like
you
the
buy it too.
Yeah. See, I don't want to tinker. I basically just want to turn the key and go. If I got a flat tire, I've got a spare. I've had enough of like tinkering with the gear. I just want this shit to work. I want it to be reliable. Check this out. Insurance is nothing. It's like the people I've been talking to is like $100 a year. $100 a year for like your transportation insurance. Gas mileage is not even worth discussing, because it's like, oh, nothing, right? These things get like 50, 60 miles to the gallon, right? But the main thing is, every single person I talk to, so how many parking tickets you get? Zero. I have friends that come visit, drive up here. Within 5 minutes, they've got a $40 ticket. Just for parking.
Yeah, that's why I take the train and then the metro.
Yeah. It makes zero sense to own a car here in DC. I mean, Danielle's got a car. She's got a really nice car. She constantly gets paid tickets, but for her, she just doesn't care. But I'm not in her situation.
Hey, I'm going to step away for a second and grab a glass of water. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm stuck. I just saw your comment on Facebook about the previous hangout. I didn't even see it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's just dead air. It's probably already up. Let me look at it.
Dead air.
What? No, it's
2
just
hours
dead
of
air.
air.
No, it's just me sitting in the room. I think I played with the dogs at a certain point. Right? Oh wait. No. Yeah, I can't. Well, actually, what I can do. Yeah, because I've got 2 Nick Lebrecht channels. Oh, yeah, I can't look at this because I'm under my other account. I have to log out of this account first to like look at it. Well, not really. This might be. No. There it is. No, you got it. Oh no, I've got the live one right now. Check this out. I'm watching this. I'm watching this in real time. Oh, that's crazy. I have to log out of this. Right. Right. That's wow. That's oh, that's funny. Yeah. Let me go to screen share on this. Oh, wow, that's amazing.
We're going to screen share it. We're going to do an infinite regress. This will be hilarious.
Okay. So. This,
yeah, there it is.
There it is, right? Right, that's the start. That's the start of it, and yeah, 10 minutes in, right? Let's see if I can find myself playing with the doggies, because I know I did. Yeah, so basically, while I'm waiting for people to join, I'm just sitting here all by myself. I'm so sad. Yeah, I'd have to get into my other account. I can do it. Actually, I can do it. Wait. That should be up. Oh wait, no, I have to do it on right.
What were you saying about me while I was gone?
You said that you're crazy.
Were you talking about my World Cup?
We weren't talking about you. We were looking at our own lives.
Okay, this is the digital. Yeah, I
can do some infinite regress.
Yeah, no, I'd have to log out. Right? Okay, so stop that. Thank you. Stop. Really? Is that you or me? Okay, boom. All right, stop. No, it's just like it's like an Andy Warhol film. It's just like me sitting here. I think I played with the doggies at one point, and that's about it. And yeah. Yo, what's up, Face? Face. Yeah, doors open. Just let yourself in. All right, hang a second. No, you just wait. Yeah, wait. Just do it this way. All right. All right. Yeah, do that. All right. Yeah, that's my friend Face. He's like, I'm working with him. He is like the very definition of a street poet. Guy's an autodidact. He's actually better read than I am, which is kind of scary. All right. Actually, you know what? Yeah, he's coming over, and it's just past 12:30 my time, and I am really ragged. So yeah, I was just doing this for fun. I'm going to cut this out right now. I'm going to take this call, and I'm going to cut this.
All right.
I'm going to talk to you guys later.